Do you ever wake up feeling a bit stiff, maybe a little creaky, as if your joints need a bit of oiling? Perhaps you find yourself hesitating before bending down to pick something up, or reaching for an object on a high shelf feels more challenging than it used to. Maybe the simple joy of moving freely, playing with grandchildren, or enjoying your favorite hobbies feels limited by a persistent lack of flexibility and range of motion. It's a common experience as we gracefully navigate our 60s and beyond. We often hear that stiffness and reduced mobility are just an inevitable part of aging. But what if I told you that you don't have to accept this? What if a few simple, gentle stretches, performed regularly, could genuinely help you regain that youthful nimbleness, making you feel more comfortable, more confident, and truly like your vibrant self again? Today, I'm going to share 5 foundational stretches designed specifically to help you stay nimble after 60, so you can move with greater ease and truly feel like 50 again. This isn't about pushing your limits, doing complex yoga poses, or causing pain. It's about respectful, consistent movement that lubricates your joints, lengthens your muscles, and releases tension. Get ready to reclaim your flexibility, reduce everyday aches, and rediscover the simple joy of moving through life with ease. Let's begin. 1. The gentle spinal twist, unlocking your back's freedom. Our first stretch targets the incredibly important area of your spine, specifically your mid and upper back. As we age, our spines can become stiffer, impacting posture and leading to discomfort. The gentle spinal twist is a fantastic way to improve spinal mobility, release tension in your back, and even aid digestion. This can help you feel more upright, less stiff, and breathe more freely. Let's imagine Doris, a lovely 68-year-old. Doris loved to knit and read, often spending hours hunched over her projects. She frequently complained of stiffness and a persistent ache between her shoulder blades. Turning to look over her shoulder while driving felt increasingly difficult. She attributed it all to just getting old. Her physical therapist suggested she incorporate a gentle spinal twist into her daily routine. Doris decided to try it. She started by sitting comfortably in a chair, feet flat on the floor. She gently twisted her upper body to one side, holding onto the back of the chair for support, looking over her shoulder. She held it for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply, then slowly returned to center before repeating on the other side. She made sure not to force the twist, just moving to a comfortable stretch. Within a few weeks, Doris was genuinely surprised. The persistent ache between her shoulder blades significantly diminished, and she found herself feeling much more upright. Turning her head to look over her shoulder while driving became easier and less painful. She also noticed she could sit for longer periods while knitting without discomfort. Doris wasn't just stretching. She was actively lubricating her spine and releasing built-up tension, which made her feel remarkably more comfortable, more flexible, and truly years younger in her everyday movements. How to do it. Seated version. Beginner-friendly, sit upright in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Place your right hand on your left knee and your left hand behind you on the back of the chair or seat. Gently twist your torso to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Keep your hips relatively still. Breathe deeply and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Release slowly and repeat on the other side. Aim for 2 to 3 repetitions per side. Lying down version. More gentle lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Extend your arms out to the sides in a T shape. Gently let both knees fall to one side, keeping your shoulders as flat on the floor as possible. You can turn your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Hold for 30 seconds to 1 minute, breathing deeply. Slowly bring knees back to center and repeat on the other side. 2. The hip flexor stretch, unlocking your hips for easy movement. Our second essential stretch targets the hip flexors. These muscles, located at the front of your hips, can become tight from prolonged sitting, a common habit as we age. Tight hip flexors can contribute to lower back pain, limit your stride, and affect your balance. Loosening them up can lead to a more open posture, easier walking, and reduce lower back discomfort. Let's meet Arthur, a thoughtful 70-year-old. Arthur loved to read and spend time in his armchair, and he also enjoyed walking. However, he often felt stiffness in his lower back and hips, making his walks feel less enjoyable and causing discomfort when standing for long periods. He also noticed his posture, seemed to be more stooped. His physical therapist suggested a gentle hip flexor stretch. Arthur decided to try it. He performed the stretch kneeling on one knee, with a cushion for comfort, or using a chair for support. He ensured his hips were squared forward, and gently pressed his hips forward until he felt a stretch in the front of his hip. He held it for 30 seconds, focusing on his breath, then switched sides. Within a few weeks, Arthur noticed a significant difference. The nagging lower back pain lessened, and he felt a remarkable opening in his hips. His stride became longer and more comfortable during his walks, and he felt more upright and confident in his posture. He could stand for longer periods without discomfort. Arthur wasn't just stretching his hip. He was actively releasing tension that had been restricting his movement and causing discomfort, making him feel remarkably more fluid and years younger in his ability to move freely. How to do it. Kneeling version, use a cushion. Kneel on one knee, e.g. your left knee, with your right foot flat on the floor in front of you, creating a 90-degree angle at both knees. Keep your torso upright, and gently press your hips forward until you feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. Ensure you're not arching your lower back excessively. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Release and switch sides. Standing lunge version. With support, stand tall, holding onto a wall or sturdy chair for balance. Step one leg back into a slight lunge position. Keep your back straight and gently tuck your pelvis under slightly. Don't arch your back. You should feel the stretch in the front of the hip of the back leg. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Release and switch sides. 3. The chest opener. Counteracting rounded shoulders. Our third vital stretch is the chest opener. Many of us spend a lot of time with our shoulders rounded forward, whether from working at a desk, driving, or even just our natural tendency to hunch as we age. This can lead to tight chest muscles, rounded shoulders, upper back pain, and can even affect breathing. Opening your chest can improve posture, alleviate tension, and make you feel more expansive and energized. Let's meet Frank, a thoughtful 72-year-old retired architect. Frank spent many years leaning over drafting tables and later computers. He noticed his shoulders were perpetually rounded, and he often felt a tightness in his chest and across his upper back. He also felt like he couldn't take as deep a breath as he used to. He wanted to feel more open and upright. His yoga instructor recommended a simple chest opening stretch. Frank decided to try it. He stood in a doorway, placing his forearms on the doorframe, elbows bent at 90 degrees. He then gently leaned forward, feeling a stretch across his chest and shoulders. He held this for 30 seconds, focusing on drawing his shoulders back and down and taking deep breaths. He also tried the simpler version of interlocking his hands behind his back and gently lifting his arms. Within a few weeks, Frank felt a significant release of tension in his chest and shoulders. He noticed his posture improving, feeling taller and more upright, and he could take deeper, more satisfying breaths. The tightness he'd felt for years began to dissipate. Frank wasn't just stretching his chest. He was actively reversing years of hunched posture, which made him feel remarkably more open, lighter, and years younger in his posture and ease of breathing. How to do it. Doorway stretch. Stand in a doorway. Place your forearms on the doorframe with your elbows bent at 90 degrees, hands slightly above shoulder height. Gently step forward with one foot, leaning your body slightly forward until you feel a stretch across your chest and the front of your shoulders. Keep your spine straight. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Hands interlaced behind back. Stand or sit tall. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Gently straighten your arms, if comfortable, and lift them slightly away from your body, feeling a stretch across your chest and shoulders. Keep your shoulders relaxed and down, not hunched up by your ears. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. And if you're finding value in these gentle yet powerful stretches, please take a moment to hit that like button. It truly helps us reach more people who can benefit from this vital information. And while you're at it, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications so you don't miss our future videos designed to help you live your healthiest, most vibrant life. And before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What's one specific area of your body where you feel the most stiffness or tension? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For the calf stretch, easing foot and leg discomfort, our fourth crucial stretch targets the calves. Tight calf muscles are incredibly common, especially if you wear shoes with heels, even low ones, or spend a lot of time on your feet. Tight calves can contribute to foot pain, like plantar fasciitis, ankle stiffness, Achilles tendon issues, and even affect your gait and balance. Loosening them up can make walking more comfortable and reduce strain on your feet and ankles. Let's talk about Clara, a vibrant 69-year-old who loved her daily walks but found her feet and lower legs often felt tight and achy by the end of the day. She sometimes experienced cramping in her calves at night. She assumed it was just from walking. Her physical therapist suggested she add a calf stretch to her post-walk routine. Clara decided to try it. She stood facing a wall, placing her hands on it for support. She stepped 1 foot back, keeping her heel on the ground and her back leg straight, leaning forward until she felt a stretch in her calf. She also did a variation with a slightly bent back knee to target a different part of the calf. She held each stretch for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Within a couple of weeks, Clara was delighted. The tightness in her lower leg significantly reduced, her foot pain lessened, and the night cramps virtually disappeared. Her walks felt more comfortable and fluid, and she had more stamina. Clara wasn't just stretching her calves. She was releasing deep-seated tension that had been affecting her entire lower body, making her feel remarkably lighter on her feet and years younger in her ability to walk and enjoy her active life. How to do it. Wall calf stretch. Stand facing a wall, about arm's length away. Place your hands on the wall at shoulder height. Step 1 foot back, e.g. your right foot, about 2 to 3 feet. Keep your right heel on the floor and your leg straight. Lean forward, bending your front knee until you feel a stretch in your right calf. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Then, slightly bend the back knee while keeping the heel down to target a deeper muscle. Hold for another 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. Stair stretch. Stand on the edge of a stair or curb with the balls of your feet on the step and your heels hanging off. Slowly lower your heels down below the level of the step until you feel a stretch in your calves. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Use a railing for balance. 5. The hamstring stretch, improving lower body flexibility. Our 5th and final stretch targets the hamstrings, the muscles at the back of your thighs. Tight hamstrings are incredibly common, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting. They can contribute to lower back pain, knee issues, and limit your ability to bend forward freely. Loosening your hamstrings can improve your overall lower body flexibility, making everyday movements like bending, reaching, and walking much more comfortable. Let's talk about John, a former executive in his early 70s. John spent much of his life sitting at a desk. He often felt a constant tightness in the back of his thighs, which contributed to his lower back discomfort and made it difficult for him to bend down to tie his shoes or pick up dropped items. He felt stiff and less independent. His physical therapist recommended a gentle hamstring stretch. John decided to try it. He started with a seated version, sitting on the edge of a chair with one leg extended, gently leaning forward from his hips until he felt a stretch in the back of his thigh. He also tried a lying down version, using a strap to gently pull his leg towards him. He held each stretch for 30 seconds, focusing on keeping his back straight and breathing deeply. Within a few weeks, John noticed a significant change. The persistent tightness in his hamstrings greatly reduced and his lower back pain lessened. He could bend down to tie his shoes with much more ease and felt a remarkable improvement in his overall lower body flexibility. He felt lighter, less restricted, and more capable. John wasn't just stretching his hamstrings. He was actively releasing decades of accumulated tension, which made him feel remarkably more agile, more comfortable, and years younger in his everyday functionality. How to do it. Seated hamstring stretch. Chair sit on the edge of a sturdy chair. Extend one leg straight out in front of you, with your heel on the floor and toes pointing up. Keep your back straight. Hinge forward from your hips, not rounding your back, until you feel a stretch in the back of your extended thigh. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. Lying hamstring stretch, with towel/strap lie on your back with both knees bent. Lift one leg and loop a towel or strap around the arch of your foot. Gently straighten your leg towards the ceiling, using the towel to gently pull your leg closer until you feel a stretch in the back of your thigh. Keep the back of your knee soft, not locked. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat on the other side. We've explored 5 foundational stretches designed to help you stay nimble after 60. The gentle spinal twist, the hip flexor stretch, the chest opener, the calf stretch, and the hamstring stretch. Remember Doris finding relief from back pain, Arthur regaining easy movement in his hips, Frank improving his posture and breathing, Clara experiencing lighter feet, and John finding greater ease in bending. These aren't just anecdotes. They are inspiring examples of how small, consistent efforts in stretching can lead to profound improvements in your comfort, flexibility, and overall sense of vitality. This isn't about perfection or pushing through pain. It's about listening to your body, being consistent, and treating your body with care and respect. Start today. Choose 1 or 2 of these stretches that resonated most deeply with you, and commit to trying them daily for a week. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a remarkable difference. Every gentle movement contributes to a healthier, more vibrant, and wonderfully more nimble you. I encourage you to reflect on what you've learned today. What's one stretch that particularly struck a chord with you? What's one practical step you feel ready and willing to take to begin integrating this movement into your daily life and feel more nimble? Please share your thoughts and commitments in the comments below. Your experiences and insights are invaluable, and they can inspire others in our wonderful community. If this video has brought you value, sparked an idea, or given you hope and understanding, please give a thumbs up. It truly helps us spread this crucial message of empowerment and joyful aging to more people who can benefit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos designed to support your well-being. Share this video with a friend or family member who might also benefit from these gentle yet powerful stretches to feel like 50 again. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, your body is designed for movement, and with consistent gentle care, you can maintain remarkable flexibility and comfort throughout your golden years. Go forth and feel wonderfully nimble. Do you ever find yourself feeling a quiet sense of dread or anxiety when you think about aging? Perhaps you catch a glimpse of new wrinkles, feel an occasional ache, or worry about what the future holds, causing you to view your golden years with apprehension rather than excitement. It's a common, understandable feeling in a world that often glorifies youth, focusing on loss rather than gain as we grow older. But what if I told you that the biggest barrier to truly loving and thriving in your golden years isn't physical decline, but a specific mindset? And what if there's a powerful yet surprisingly simple mindset hack that could completely transform your perspective, allowing you to embrace your later years with joy, purpose, and profound fulfillment? This isn't about denying challenges. It's about shifting your inner narrative from one of dread to one of growth, opportunity, and deep appreciation. Today, I'm going to reveal this transformative mindset hack and explore how it can unlock a vibrant, joyful experience of aging, making you not just tolerate, but truly love your golden years. Get ready to challenge old beliefs, cultivate a liberating new perspective, and discover how your perception of aging is your greatest superpower. Let's begin.